Welcome to Divine Lotus Tarot. I have a reading for you. We're going to title this reading Switched at Birth because that's one of the topics coming through, one of the messages coming through. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into the reading. I do just want to say thank you all for taking the time to watch my video. For those of you who have been watching me for some time, I do sincerely appreciate you all. I just want to put that out there because this is still very much out of my comfort zone. And I only say that because I'm just doing what I'm led to do. This, like talking to people who I don't know, it's very much out my comfort zone, but it's something that I've been like forced to do. And I just want to get in the habit of just still being appreciative because I still know it's a gift at the beginning, middle, and end of the day. And I feel like it's an honor. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I put my own ego, my pride aside, the fact that, and not focus on so much of the fact that it's something that I just don't want to do or don't like doing. And it's not that I don't, it's just the fact that like, it kind of feels like the moment I decided that I was just going to focus on me, like I was pushed into a whole nother direction, which led me to like focus on giving messages in regards to other people, which was totally like opposite of what I had set my intention to do. So it just kind of feels like I'm just still getting acclimated to it. I don't know if I'll ever 100% be like acclimated, but I'm grateful I'm still grateful. You get what I mean? Because I know my messages are helpful to a lot of individuals. Regardless, I know my messages are helpful. You know what I'm saying? And I still see the positive ramifications, the positive effects in my life of me doing what I do, regardless. You feel me? So I'm just grateful and I'm thankful and I'm appreciative to each and every individual who takes the time to watch my messages because I know there's so many other things that you could be doing with your time. And I know time is so valuable because I respect not wasting people's time and I don't like my time wasted. You get what I'm saying? But I just wanted to put that out there. I feel like, there's certain things within myself that I still am working on. And I don't have a problem calling myself out. I don't have a problem when God calls me out at times, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just still trying to be the best version of me that I can be. And I just want to get in the habit of just continuing to just focus on being not a complainer. I just don't want to complain because I just feel like when it's all said and done, there's so many things that I can be grateful for. And I just wanted to take this time to just express that. And I'm just so grateful for all the things that God has done in my life, is doing in my life, and will continue to do in my life. And I just want to continue to be in a space where I don't allow myself to, continue to be focusing on things that take the attention away from me or take the attention away from God or take my attention away from just, focusing on people who actually genuinely deserve my attention and that I could be a positive blessing to, who really, 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 really genuinely have a sense of respect for what I do. So that's what I want to continue to focus my energy on. That's what I'm going to continue to focus my energy on. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still working on becoming the best version of me. And I just wanted to put that out there. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all. So thank you so much. But I do have some messages that I want to get out. Like I said, I'm going to call this Switched at Birth. So I'm going to start with that section of the messages first. I got a message that came through that there was someone that was watching you. Okay, so I mean, whoever, and when I say you, whoever resonates with this message. Okay, I got a message that there is someone who's watching you, who has been watching you for some time. And I'm feeling the energy. And I'm just like, initially, because of the messages that was coming through, in the sense that this person was watching you, they wanted to, I'm hearing muscle memory. They wanted to see what you were going to remember. They wanted to see, like the person could have stepped in, but they wanted to see like how you would handle like the adversity, the challenges, the setbacks, all of that. They wanted to see how you was going to deal with all that before they came towards you, before they came in. And I'm thinking like, naturally my mind goes to like God. Like, is this God energy I'm picking up on? But it's not feeling like God, you know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking like, who is this testing you? Who is this watching you? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what that feel like. It feel like somebody who like naturally, I'm just, if it makes sense to you what I'm trying to say, because it makes sense to me, so hopefully you get what I'm saying. Naturally, my natural inclination was thinking like God, but God's presence is not in this reading, in the sense that that's not who it was. Like I'm getting like, no, this is not a supernatural being. This is like a human, or just another being, you know what I'm saying? Like in this world, in this realm. So it's another person or people, you know what I'm saying, that has been watching you along the way, to see like what you know, to see if you've mastered something that you've known how to do since you were a child, or something that this person taught you, or something like that. And so the energy that I was picking up as I continue to try to feel this energy out, like what is going on, I heard switched at birth. So I feel like it can resonate in a few ways. This could resonate with several individuals. It could be one or a few people, but it's at least two people. I know that for a fact. But I heard switched at birth. So it could be the fact that you literally were switched at birth, meaning whoever you think are your parents, they are not your parents, okay? In the other sense, it could be the fact that your birthday was switched. So you could be born on a totally different date than what you have been told this whole time. However many of these situations apply to you, it will vary for each of you, okay? So I pray that you understand the messages that I'm relaying, and that it comes through very clear as I'm trying to deliver it. Some of you could have been switched at birth, and or some of you could have had your birthday switched as well too. Now, the reason that I was picking up that your birthday was switched for some of you was, for some of you, someone just felt your destiny should go to somebody else, period. Someone didn't feel that you was worthy of whatever they saw when they did some type of birth chart reading, or some type of psychic reading, whatever they did, whatever divination, or whatever they did, okay, pertaining to your birth chart, and getting a reading done on you. Someone felt that you were not worthy of that, and that it should go to somebody else. Okay. In another instance, it could be, I'm getting like social experiment type of energy. Somebody thought it was funny. Somebody thought it would be cute to see, well, if they switched your birthday with somebody else's birthday, what would happen? Like, what would happen if we just swap these two people's birthdays, and just, like, what would come of that? Okay. And then the other reason I was getting was, your birthday could have been switched because whoever your parents are, but I'm getting very strongly, there's a male energy here that somebody wanted to keep you from. So for some of you, if you were switched at birth and both of the parents, like if it was a situation where you were switched at birth and the individuals who you think are your parents, they're not your parents, then they didn't want you to know who your parents were. They didn't want your parents to be able to find you. They wanted to make it difficult and challenging for those individuals and you to ever be able to meet. For others of you, it could just be a situation where someone didn't want your father to be able to find you, or they didn't want your father to, like, for it to be difficult for your father to be able to prove that you were their child. Okay, I'm getting energies where it feels like a situation that I already did a reading on. It was, I can't remember, but you would have to go back. It was a reading where I did where there was like a foreigner could be your father or something like that, because I'm getting that same energy coming up in this reading. I'm getting the same energy, okay, coming up in this reading. But it wasn't so much focused on the nationality or the race of the individual this time, but I'm getting similar components of that message and this message too, along with some other cards that came up. But I feel like for some of you, I heard stolen identity as well too. So it could be a situation where I feel like, okay, like in the instance where somebody just didn't feel like your destiny belonged to you, or that it should go to somebody else, I feel like that could be the component. Like somebody just wanted to steal your identity and keep you from knowing who you were, so that you could not become the full potential of who you were supposed to be. In other instances, this could really be literally that somebody wanted to steal your identity. Like they wanted to steal like your identity to use that for their benefit, in the sense of it being a crime that, I mean, well, all of this seems like a crime, you know what I mean? Someone lying to you, manipulating, changing your birthday around, all of that seems like a crime anyways. But I'm talking about literally where someone's like using your information so that they can, open stuff in your name, like credit, or purchase stuff under your name, or, just things of that nature, or just sign your name when they, signing on behalf of you and things of that nature. So it could have been literally like that type of stolen identity as well too, but that's the energy I was picking up around that. I feel like as well too, when it comes to this situation, it just seems okay. Let me just try to stay. It feels like when it comes to this situation that there are two types of energies. In this situation, there's the energy of, I'm feeling there's energies that did not want you to be successful, and they've been doing whatever they can to try to make your life difficult and challenging. And when I asked, like, what are these? It just said entities. So, I mean, entities. There's entities that was trying to hold you back and did not want to see you be successful. And then at the same time, I'm getting, not necessarily that there are people rooting for you, but I'm getting more so that there was an energy or energies here that could help you if they wanted to help you. But they, like I said, they wanted to see how you was gonna handle the things thrown at you, and if you was gonna be resilient, and if you was gonna be able to handle the things that came your way. Like, because like I said, for some of you, this could be like a father of yours that has been watching you from a distance, because I heard muscle memory, meaning someone taught you something when you were younger and they wanted to see if you were going to remember the truth, or remember the truth of who you were, or something like that. But I kept hearing things pertaining to like someone watching you and just wanted to see like how much you were going to remember. And I feel like for some of you, it could be these entities that have been watching you, seeing if you was going to remember who you were, or just whatever you were taught. And then at the other spectrum of this is just other people, or this father energy that I'm feeling. And they wanted to know, like, there was something specifically that they taught you. They couldn't come towards you. They were blocked from coming towards you, all types of challenges. And they wanted to see, were you going to remember the things that they taught you? Okay. There is a significant Gemini energy here, okay? Now, I will put it out here. It feels more so like this Gemini energy is aware that you were switched at birth, okay? And for some of you, this Gemini could be the individual who is like this father energy, who wants to reconnect with you, who's had a very difficult and challenging time being able to be a part of your life, because there was other people who made it very difficult for this person to either know you or made it difficult for this person to be in your life. So I heard exiled as well too. So this could have been someone who was like pushed out or pushed away. Okay. So for some of you, this Gemini it could be the person who is your father. For others of you, this could just be a Gemini who is very well aware that you were switched at birth and, you know, this person was kept from coming towards you. Because I feel like whoever this Gemini is, it feels like someone who knew the truth and they wanted to come forward and tell you the truth, whether this is the person that's the father or this is the person that knows who your real parents are or who your real father is or something like that. So I just kind of feel like this person, it was made very difficult for this person to come towards you and tell you who you are. Now, the other message I was getting was some of you could be a Capricorn. Whatever zodiac sign that you think you are, you may not be that. You may be a Capricorn. Okay, so it could be this entire time you may have had the inclination. You don't feel like and resonate with the birth, the zodiac birth sign that you have. It could be because that's not your real birth zodiac sign. Okay, because your birthday ain't what it is. For some of you who have felt like you don't really relate to or feel like your family is your real family, or you've always felt out of place, chances are in some instances for some of y'all, that's because they're not your real family member. Now, in some instances, these are complete, total strangers who you don't know these people, and you were switched at birth with these people. For others of you, it could be an instance where you could be related to these people who are quote unquote your parents, okay? Or you could be related to them, but it could be more so a situation where maybe it's another family member who's actually your birth parents. So it could be whoever you think is your sister or your brother, that could be the actual people who's your parents. Whoever you think is your cousin or your auntie or something like that, that could actually be the person who is actually your parent, okay? Or it could be someone who is a family friend, okay, who's actually your parent, your blood relative. So in some instances, some of y'all got swapped out with a completely, totally stranger who you're not related to at all. For others of you, it's a situation where your family has just been lying with a family secret and not telling you that your cousin really is your daddy, or your auntie really is your mom, or, something like that. So, or the person who was a family friend, that person really is actually your parent. It could be something like that, okay? Now, the next messages that I had coming through were some of you have a individual who wants to come towards you. Now, would be more so for the females. You have a male who wants to come towards you, okay? Now, for some of you, this is the male who is your father, okay? And he has a very loving energy. He has a very nurturing energy. It feels like he wants to nurture you, like he wants to nurture this relationship with you. He could be a Cancer. He could have Cancerian type of placements or energy. Or he could just have water sign placements in his birth chart. I feel this man has wanted to come towards you, but it's been challenging for this person to come towards you. This could be someone who is well off or very successful, but I do feel that there's another energy of another male here that has been blocking this person. So for some of you, this could be a father. For some of you, this could be a male that is interested in you romantically. In the instances where this is a man that's romantically interested in you, I do feel that there is another man who wants to come towards you. This other man could be more wealthy than the person who wants to come towards you, or this other man could just have some significant influence or some significant sense of he could have more money than this person, or he could just have more influence or the ability to influence other individuals more strongly than this other person. I do feel as well too, the person who wants to come towards you, who is in competition with the man who genuinely cares for you. This person is not your soulmate, and I feel this person could try to love bomb you and try to tell you that you're their soulmate, or they feel that you're their soulmate or something like that. I just kind of feel like this person kind of values money and sex over like meaningful relationships. I just don't really feel like this person has your best intention at heart. I feel this the individual who wants to come towards you, who wants to nurture the relationship with you, they are very genuine, they are very sincere, and I feel like it's been very hard for this person to come towards you because there have been people trying to influence and make it difficult for this individual to come into your life is what I'm saying. Especially because, like I said, there's a man who strongly wants, strongly desires to be with you, but like I said, this person ain't compatible with you. He's not, and he knows he's not compatible with you. He actually knows that this other person is compatible with you. So in some capacity, he knows who this other person is. He could be like in competition with the person who wants to come towards you, who has genuine interest in you. He could be in competition with him. Okay. Now, maybe in some instances, maybe where this is your father, it could be maybe the person who you think is your father, who you have been told is your father, is trying to make it difficult for your real dad to come towards you, and he could have always been jealous of who your real father was and doesn't want this person to come towards you. So I mean, that could be the instance as well too, and this person could either be in your life or trying to come back into your life and trying to keep it from being known who your real father is. When it's all said and done, I just kind of feel like there have been situations where there have been individuals who have been negatively trying to influence somebody who wants to come into your life. Maybe for some of you, you got a father and um, a lover who wants to come into your life. And I feel like for some of y'all, um, you do deserve this love that people have been trying to keep from you. Because I just feel like there's been a lot of, whoever this relates to, like, you would know that this is your story because you would have had, like, a lot of difficulties in your life. I just feel like you've had a lot of hardship in your life that was very unnecessary only because people have been very jealous of you since a young age and have intentionally put roadblocks in your life because I'm just hearing they are not satisfied with their life. Like this is individuals who were jealous of like a baby, jealous of a child. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so I just kind of feel like you've had people who have intentionally like said try to make it hard for you, switching your birth date out, switching you out at birth, not telling you who your real father is. Trying to make it difficult for people who truly love you, wanting to come into your life, or people who truly wanted to help you or assist you to come into your life. I just kind of feel like you would know if this was your story because you would have had a lot of things that you have been going through, and it just kind of seems like people have been trying to make you like fold. You know what I'm saying? People have been trying to keep from you the fact that you are a lion and make you think that you a hermit crab. You get what I'm saying? So you would know if this is your story. And then the last little message that I want to put out, I've been advised to go ahead and pose this question. Why did it make sense for someone who did Egyptian black magic on people who are of Egyptian descent? I want to know, or I'm being asked, why did you think that would be smart or that would make sense? Because now you have unleashed a whole wrath